lakad matatag!
He all said Pango's still in the pool. It's okay, Pango.
Oh, okay. That's a scam hero. Yeah.
All for Mars, as he's pretty much just going to be either tanking Dragon Slays or tanking attacks from the lead. Oh, there it is, the first blood. It looks like a sneaky one from the Rubik Dawnbreaker combination. DJ picks up a first blood, and Raji, as much as he wants to hold that creep wave in front of the tower, will not be able to do so. Coxie managing to get one of those denies. Narman back at the top lane. Narman, probably the one of the two most popular Mongolian players, right next to probably Hustla. Helping Force out here. Cookie does land, but Brewmaster not wanting to really commit there. And it looks like in bottom lane, they managed to get on top of DJ once again. A combination of Tusk plus Treants. Pretty hard for a Rubik. Looks like this lane is just all about who goes on who sees the opportunity first.
That tends to be a lot of Dawnbreaker lanes.
Yeah.
Dawn is basically one of the highest all-in kill threats, so she's either killing you or maybe you're killing her back, but Scrim in trouble again.
Slammed by the hammer. KP comes to shove. More often than not, they fall away. DJ goes for it. Armel not close enough, and now Raji's going to show up here, see if they can actually get something. Oh, just straight up Laguna played him, and there's the finishing blow. The Nature's Wrath and the Snowball to collect that final hit. Force, though, is going to be caught by the Clockwork, got him inside the cogs, and outside of the range of his creep wave.
At least they're getting some pickup on
You know, Avery, Dota is a game of inches and centimeters.
That is very true.
Cox, right place, right time.
Yep.
Force, is that Vanguard gonna save him? I don't think so. Well, the creep wave is coming in, but the cogs separating him and getting the kill once again with a waveform. But with the supports coming in, they are gonna be able to at least get the kill on one. And the Morphling, well, that Morphling has turnaround potential. Raji is gonna fall to Dawnbreaker. KP's hammer lands square on his head and will be able to catch up to Schem here. Didn't really necessarily hit the first hammer hit too much, so they're actually gonna back away. And manage to 4 Clockwork catches him. Then Morphling is probably one of the better heroes to ensure that Brewmaster dies in time. Gonna be caught this time, pinned up against the wall, but here comes the support here, the artillery from the Snapfire, landing several shots. And a trade-off of 1 for 2. Losing their big carry, I think it's pretty important when you have both a Furion and a Lina, heroes that they farm up a Storm and they take up a lot of map space.
Well, this is a dangerous TP.
Oh, that was a dangerous TP, and Genoel was already in position to be able to catch him. Came in from behind, but how did he get that split off? Was there a creep somewhere in there? Battery Assault, not enough, and he managed to get off his ultimate. And as a result, there's going to be a pretty easy turnaround. The Tornado leading. Okay, hold up, Armel going to show up, getting the pin off onto Schem, and with the stolen clap there from DJ, the burst damage is enough. They still have a chance to be able to get the Dawnbreaker, though, as she's going to fall. 8-7.
All right, decent fight for
coming up the rear here.
Gonna have a Vessel here.
Oh, hopped in. Enough to burst him. Almost. The punch coming forward, and that is enough. The Vessel completion. I think that was just enough. That burst damage was right on the line. I think the Vessel made the difference there.
That was just sick, to be honest.
That was very smooth.
I was watching it play out. I'm like, why are they here? Do they have damage for this? And then disassemble Vanguard into Vessel build and insta pop on the Morph. Beautifully done.
And he's got 3 charges to be able to work with now. Raji.
Well, he wants the Vessel there.
So close.
Take the clock instead.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Dawnbreaker. Oh, that hook shot. A little bit too late to be able to get the chain stun. And as a result, the Clockwork will die. They still catch Force, though. And Fnatic will be... My mental was just a dial tone there. Telekinesis pin. Really nice combos here. Oh,
dragging him back.
The Gleipnir is going to show up, and this allows the Kisses to be able to go to work. They're going to finish off DJ pretty nicely, and KP right into the LSA from Cox. They weren't able to deliver the finishing blow, though. KP, thanks to the BKB, was able to get out.
Yeah, but that is not what he wanted to use it for. I mean, that is this is a strong timing from Geek Slate. Fnatic kind of have to just power through this, get to like the next set of items here. The BKB for Mars.
See if they can take away this Aegis real quick. They get the kill. Now, how many are going to get out? Looks like DJ is going to be the victim of that Gleipnir rotation from Scrim. And KP is going to be caught as well, thanks to Raji with a beautiful little iceberg set right in front of his face. Titanic. KP goes down. Cox walks away with the double kill after losing the Aegis and almost catching Armel mid as well. There's just profit off of that ward. It's a perfect target to go for, and they caught him. Armel with the initiation. Dota, they didn't have the chain stun. Schem gets off the BKB. They had to further commit. They do manage to get the kill, yes, but diving in this deep may cost them, as Cox is now going to be putting out the damage the Nature's Prophet is not there to do. Gabby with the early BKB is going to be forced away. Once this BKB is down, he's in trouble, especially with that buyback Manta attempting to use, but they still manage to get the stun through with the snowball. The LSA follow up, and he's dead. Janwell going to TP out, but how high his magic resistance is if he's on the right aura.
He switched to Cloak of Flame. He's just insanely tanky. This is round 2. Get snowball now. Nice save, Raji. Hook shot coming in, but a little bit too late, and the Brewmaster split does go off. But if Fnatic can get away from this, well, I guess they did use BKB on KP too. That probably doesn't feel great. And Force, oh, almost pretty quickly. That's just something Fnatic are going to have to be very vigilant about. Once again, trying to go for the chainsaw onto the Brewmaster. They're not even going to be able to do it, but what a spear! Catching both the supports there. A decent start for Fnatic, but can they do anything about these cores? Because now the Morphling has been caught in and just corral out. Geek Slate say, nice initiation, bro, but we've got buybacks. You just buy back on both their supports. Now they take a 5 versus 5 with a bunch of ultimates down. Yeah, and that's going to be Roshan and an additional kill. A dieback. That was a crazy spear. I don't know how Armel finds that. Pretty much ideal. You're not going to get much better, but like you said, don't buy and then it just does more damage in the fight. That said, Force just running in 90% magic resist. What's up, boy? That's just ridiculous. That's just goddamn ridiculous. The Fnatic are trying to fight back, but the fight has been forced onto them. KP does what he can, but ultimately shredded by Cox. Gets down and dirty, looks for another one. Janwell, oh no, that's not the way you wanted to fly, son. We'll still be able to get... Same with the Brewmaster, like you just have a guarantee that these auras persist through the fight because the hero is not dead. You know, they just like, they go on it, they do a bunch of damage, they can't actually kill it, and the aura is just still there the entire time. Cox, he's going to take this, these buildings. Unless Fnatic want to do something about it. The hook shot into what? Now Armel goes for it, but he actually pins the Nature's Prophet instead. And what about the Lina? The wall will help him out there. A few of the shots getting blocked by that, so he does manage to get away. Gabby tries to go in, and Gabby immediately dies. Not quite, actually. Manta, force stab, no, still falls. KP going to be chased down as well. And the kisses. Yeah, he's like, okay, I'll let you have that one. I'm going to fire my shots into the fountain. DJ, nope, you didn't get it. Stole a little shredder instead. Nice play by Narman. And Geek Slate are just gonna, they're gonna go for it. They're like, all right, you got no more fling. We're just gonna throw on you now. Yeah, that was GG. That was a very casual, just high round into throne at 36 minutes here. I don't know, I mean, Lina Dota, I guess. You just have this outrange.
Okay, without a coach, you know, it's like they encounter a problem and they fixed it.
But they might be fixing just the synth.
Fnatic, their 5-man smoke did not run into Force initially, but now their movement is going to be able to catch him as the Bat Rider will fall, giving first blood to Dark Willow in the last year or so. Well, he's about to be seen back on the fountain, I think. Yeah. Well, they already gave first blood away, so there's the upside there. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't, I really like playing. Damage just feels a little lackluster. Like, you can throw out all these brambles, but is it actually winning you the long fight? Yeah. Nice move, though. They get on top of Schem. This will win you the fight. Yeah, this is beautiful. Schem had to go for the range creep because the Marcy wasn't around. Went for the range creep, step forward, and DJ just immediately pounced on that one. Speaking of pounce, a leap from... Take his tower with the threat. The faster that happens, the happy you are. These random kills are nice, but they're not really going to change the trajectory here. How's the mid lane matchup going? 23-11. Armel really killing it here. Gabby hops onto Force. Forced to use the Firefly defensively here to fly away into the trees, which is exactly what you want. if you are Fnatic anyway.
I like John Well manually up here.
Yeah. Actually
like
gets the kill. I like it a lot.
She can't pierce on Tiny, and Baruj can just split and get on top of her. It's kind of an interesting dynamic, maybe depending on who's ahead.
Well, at least for the early game, you do have this Gust, which is going to be pretty nice against Brewmaster. Silence always very effective against him. What a rotation from Cox. Getting the double kill and helping Scrim survive in the lane for a bit longer before he inevitably goes to this area right here. John Well has already scouted out some of the stacks going on there. Gabby forced to use a defensive stun. They do have the cookie land. Looks like he dodged the cookie damage, but it doesn't really matter. When it comes to damage, there's just a non-stop amount flowing from this Bat Rider. They do manage to get the Sapphire kill, but John Well's going to die as well. Of course,
Cox went
going up. They go for it. Brewmaster split is going to go out. And once you get the stun out from the Earth Panda, you can land the arrow. Nice use of the Dispose to try and pull it back a little bit farther with the cookie repositioning as well. And now KP is going to have to commit underneath the tier 2 with this split. Still not dead, and it's back into the Brewmaster forward. But he got off one last throw of the boulder, and that means Scrim will fall. But they've committed so deep now that Force is on the hunt. They managed to land the stun there from Raji, and that'll ensure the Brewmaster's death. 2-for-1 exchange. I gotta say, that's well worth it. A primal split being used as well.
Brew Mirana combo, right? You just run the Wind Panda around, toss somebody, drop them down into an arrow. It's very nice now that you don't have to expend the hold to set that combo up. It's kind of like it's a rich man's Ricky Dart, you know?
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Terrorize. They have the chain stuns. John Well is gonna end up with the arrow. I'll help them complete that kill. Yeah. Put him in a corner, keep the smoke protection up. They're going to run into the Drow Ranger. If they spot her here, oh, the smoke breaks. He blinks forward, blindly finds the Drow Ranger, tossed straight up in the air, and the blink forward from DJ. By the way, he's got a blink dagger on Dark Willow. Yeah, they're going to be able to get that kill again. Scrim has got to be so frustrated with the way this game is going.
Will they get
Are you gonna
take it?
Are you gonna grab it or what? What's going on here? Are they trying to bait it? Okay, well the fight is gonna go on here. Raji, he's gonna be pushed forward off his own rebound. They actually do manage to get the silence onto the Brewmaster, blow up KP, and maybe this fight is okay. No, he gets off the primal split, and now the Brewmaster Pandas are gonna set up Armel to come cleaning on through with the jump in from DJ as well. They had the burst damage. They killed the Drow Ranger. They pulled down the Snapfire from the Tornado eventually for a third kill, and a team fight that was oh so close for Geek Slate to actually take it. Oh, and they get the Ember Spirit with the toss up in the air leading into the arrow.
I mean, this is getting out.
Beautiful stuff. Fnatic coming back with some revenge, but Geek Slate aren't done with this game too just yet. Catch KP while the primal split is down. Also get John Well while he's trying to leap away, and they can go straight into the Rochon pit with this.
Not the fastest Roach, but I guess you have some Snapfire minus armor, so you'll do it for sure. That was just a quick smoke into double chains. Take those. I mean, that is the Brewmaster cooldown.
Is Armel going to try and get in there? I mean, they've got the Terrorize too.
Double damage.
There's nothing to say. They cannot fight this. They're going to be able to get onto Marcy immediately. It's going to be one dead. Terrorize going to come through and hit two, but Scrim didn't get hit by it, and he can deliver the damage to get the kill onto Tiny. Gabby. Oh, that's a stun too. Double kill for Narman off of that one, and it seems it was indeed ill-fated for Fnatic to try and contest that Roshan. Now the Brewmaster is up with the primal split already out. They are desperate to get in there and stop this. An arrow does land, but there's certainly no...
The fiercest BKB in this game. Has his pick of the litter.
It's gonna lead off. Oh, Templar's Story not enough to be able to get the initiation until Gabby showed and caught him with the lasso. Tried to hit the silence on John Well. He managed to jump away, leap, and a force staff out, but they're gonna be able to still keep on top of the Mirana. Two dead as the fast smoke move wants to start a fight on that hero. A bit of a chains, lasso pull back.
Into the cookie?
Into the cookie. Oh, very nicely done. Armel, who with the fresh BKB, does manage to get in there, hit a two-man avalanche, and finish off the two supports with the help of the Mirana. Now they need to get out, though. Can they get away from this Ember Spirit? Got straight into the roots, the brambles, so wasn't able to pursue quite the way he wanted to.
Yeah, he'll sit there and take it all, so... Smoking up again, trying to look for more.
Ember Stun into Brambles.
Yes, no BKB.
He walks through this. Oh no, they saw him. They saw him hopping in the trees. They hit the stun though, either way, and the Ember Spirit does get caught straight into the arrow. They try and force zap him out, but he's still inside the Monkey King ultimate, and he'll fall, and the rest of the team has to back out of that AoE. Looks like the Drow Ranger was able to put some damage onto the Mirana though. Fortunately, the Kisses didn't have the information of where they were at, so
On ult though.
they all missed.
Tornado
Go
on
back
Drow.
in. Arrow drops him into the arrow. Nicely played, KP. Well timed on that purge.
Still has Aegis for 20.
Yeah, they're gonna finish this up, and we'll see what they do on the second life here. Are they really gonna be able to keep this
Have another
engagement
arrow.
up? An arrow, back into it. Stun first from the Monkey King. Oh, the jump in from the Bat Rider. Get down, Mr. President. Force takes the arrow. Now with the BKB, jumps forward, gets on top of the Dark Willow, turns around, goes to the Terrorize, only hitting the Sapphire for now, as the Primal Split is controlling some of Geek Slate from overwhelming Fnatic as they look to be able to retreat and should be able to get away cleanly.
Damn, what a beautiful arrow tank. I was thinking this Drow is dead for sure, but
Yeah.
heads up play by Force, just tanks it for his boy, then pops BKB after. He's totally fine. Those are those.
Yeah, they saw that and they did not want to jump KP, knowing that he did have an answer. What have you made of this Brewmaster Aghanim Scepter? When this was first announced, this was immediately what I thought of would be the most broken. Is just, okay, managed to get the lasso with a follow-up, but then Lotus Lasso makes things a little bit awkward for Force, who wanted to bring them down into the low ground of the tier 2, but was denied that due to the fast reactions. Narman's going to be caught by the Dark Willow with the Brambles and the stun. Very awkward. Who got off that Lotus Orb so quick?
Gone well, just Lotus him, seek it to him with Mirana ult, or Smoke. You don't even have Mirana ult. Just Lotus the Tiny in, no fear.
Raji sitting on the high ground. They were ready for that, and they give up their 5 position. They tried to help him out with the cookie, but ultimately it was never going to go well for him. And Fnatic with that just slight advantage. Fnatic, they're going to keep committing for it, and Monkey King wants to. Gabby wants to keep going for it. The kids are going to start raiding in. They're getting some decent damage, and Ember Spirit, he's going to follow that up. The BKB immediately going off. They're going to contest for the Roshan. Who's going to be able to outright click it? Will it be Cox? No, Gabby actually stopped it, and he actually jumped over and got it. Snatches up the Aegis away from Gabby. Got the shard as well. Even the Roshan kill. Gabby is going to be left with nothing but death. There's a 2-man Terrorize on top of that one, with Armel getting the toss and Avalanche down. Armel using the BKB to TP out while the rest of his team tries to clean up some of those kills. It is still, at the end of the day, Scrim with a double damage.
Drow is closing in on you. Starting to do a lot of damage, especially with that sidekick buff.
Combo, arrow. Oh, the cookie might help him out. Force F, caught. Oh, he got the BKB and he gets away. And now the damage turned around as Armel is trying to get away from Raji right now. The pesky little Marcy sticking on top of him. Force going to catch up as well with a Firefly. Do they have the detection? Oh, that wasn't quite enough. Raji did land the stun, but they didn't have the damage nor the detection to be able to spot Armel on just 200 HP. Cox back into play though. Mirana's the next to fall, and KP really not able to use his Primal Split to a whole lot of effect until the Ember Spirit. Cox, he's saved once again. The greaves go off. Narman helping him out, delivering the final blow as Armel falls. Not sure when that'll be applicable.
You get the lifesteal though, right? Not.
Oh, arrow! That was a weird Lotus Orb situation. Straight into the arrow. KP holding and holding. Look at this man. He's got balls of steel. He refuses to activate that Eon Disc. Instead, he activates the Primal Split, so at least there's something being used there.
One might say discs of steel.
The smoke's on both sides, and they ramp into the opponent's high ground. Fnatic knows what's up now. They realize Geek Slate, there it is, KP running in, just trying to get the vision with the Shivas and help. The arrow going out, lands on a neutral creep. Instead, they catch the Sapphire with the combination. Raj is going to try and help out there. Pop of the BKB, chasing after some heroes. DJ Shadow Run where he can. KP chasing after it, and they manage to get him. Gabby got on top of the Drow Ranger. Finally, the BKB is going to be used and immediately pulls him out of the Wukong's command. And now at a distance, the assassination goes to work, and Scrim will finish out the Monkey King. You thought you caught the Drow Ranger. KP actually dies inside of the Primal Split. That Aeon Disc still ready to be popped, but it seems will never be activated as Geek Slate I don't know how they managed to turn.
Significant amount of damage. Drow has Aegis, you have to kill her twice. Very tough for Fnatic here. They
Creep it up.
Find some supports or something. They're gonna find Cox with.
Yeah, they got the Hex, Terrorize. Ooh, what a catch. Nice little creep up there down the lane, not cutting through the jungle at all.
KP
Finds a big opening, and KP gets a clap on it too, with the Primal Split immediately going off, and they managed to get the Tornado up on the Drow Ranger. When are they going to put her down, and when are they going to try and focus her? Gabby, tried to go for the Wukong's command for a second there, got lassoed. Can they stop this damage though? Gabby needs some help. With Cox buying back, he's getting on top of this Monkey King. He tries to go for the bash, turns into a tree, but a toss over, and that finishes him off. As Darman tries to force staff away from Armel here. Armel trying to put some damage on the force where he can, but he's running out. He doesn't have too much more to work with. Tries to go one last combo to finish off the Bat Rider. He gets that much, but he will fall ultimately, dropping the gem to the hands of Geek Slate. Other people. And Gabby, yeah, like he was literally sitting there thinking about Wukong's commanding, and I think he even like maybe stopped it once himself, pump faked it, to try and get the Bat Rider to jump on him, but it still doesn't change anything. Like, once you are separated distance-wise from the Drow Ranger, you're just dead.
I mean, they lotused him to that fight, preemptively thinking about it, and Forrest jumped and chose not to lasso the Lotus, so super heads-up play by him. Okay, is this the Aeon Disc assemble?
Is it fire? Hey, there it is! Finally assembles the Aeon Disc, puts it to work, and he dies anyway.
That's rough. That's rough. That's gem. All right, John, we'll recover here. I almost feel like this monkey needs satanic. The more I watch these fights, the thing I can think of here is like this Ag Scepter for Armel, because you went AEC Silver Edge, which is super nice single target, and get in and try and burst some people, but the burst is trying
to go for the toss back, and he got the real Drow Ranger, and they hit the arrow as well. That's going to be the first life of the Drow Ranger. And now, are you going to be able to get that lasso? Are you going to be able to get the Monkey King out of this? They got the defensive force staff out of there. Pull him out. Out of the base he goes, and down he falls. Armel's going to chase after that Drow Ranger, though. He doesn't need the Monkey King necessarily. He can stick onto it, but it's still not enough. The rest of the team, okay, KP and John well. They finish off the Drow Ranger, and Gabby is back into play here, devastating the rest of these heroes with no Drow Ranger to worry about. Now Gabby can finally put in some work, and that is a lot of heroes on Geek Slate dead. Tiny, but
yeah, maybe he just doesn't care with the buyback too. I don't know.
See, I would get that if he had boots of travel.
KP trying to force some vision. Aeon popped.
Yeah, at the same time, an arrow landed on the Bat Rider. On the high ground here, they're going to try and chain it up with the Terrorize and everything being used. Armel jumping onto that high ground to go for it. Is going to just club force to death here. Just same time, what about the Drow Ranger? Scrim, the Primal Split. He's just trying to stick on top of the Drow Ranger and draw some attention while his rest of the team repositions. The Fire Panda used. Scrim makes the call that we can take this anywhere. Arrow hits onto Roshan.
Helps him out.
They're going to try and get in there. See if they can blow up the Marcy nice and quick, and they're not going to complete the Roshan just yet. Scrim actually forcing over to the side, popping his BKB, trying to deliver some damage where he can, but they're just hopping away from him. KP doing what he can, jumps up in the air, but it looks like he's going to be finished off with the Drow Ranger, but he bought enough time for Fnatic to take the entirety of Roshan. Gives up his life because he had buyback, and the rest of the team could grab all of the spoils of Rosh.
Needs a lone Droop Bear or something. Looks like they're going to ring toss back.
Row one, see if they can toss back the force staff away. Oh, don't let him escape, he got the toss. Scrim tries to use the force staff to get out one side of it once again, but they will manage to finish him off. Drow Ranger dead, immediate buyback from Scrim. They're going to try and force this, but there's still an Aegis on the Monkey King. A lasso onto the Tiny with the BKB fading. The kisses are going to be enough. Now Scrim is going to be joining them with a boot to travel in. Two dead with no buyback. It's all up to Gabby now with this final life with the Wukong's command. He needs to be able to kill that Drow Ranger. Drow going back in to finish off the Monkey. Dodges into a tree, but it's not good enough. That is it. Fnatic will die in a final attempt to take this at Geek Slate. What a call from Scrim. Several calls there. I mean, at some point in time, he was just, let's do...